Welcome to my wild life. This is where you see the ups, the downs, when niggas have me fucked up on a regular, the times I got played, and the times I got paid. Period. It's like, as soon as I moved to New York, all this wild that shit started happening to me. Some of the shit was fun, but some of the shit actually hurt my feelings. But you know me, I'ma always be good. So now, you're officially invited to my whole life. Stay with me, laugh, cry, but always remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smooches.
Dear Diary. Okay, so it's been 2 weeks with no response from this man. So I guess he ghosted me? I've actually never been ghosted before. I usually do the ghosting. But oh well, I did like him a lot, but I'm finna charge it to the game. This one nigga been in my messages a little heavy lately. Asked me if I wanted to be in his podcast, so I said sure. He came by my house, met my roommates, calm vibes. The next week, he asked me if I knew how to do hair. You know what that means. He trying to hit. Niggas think they slick. But hey, I'm down. Hey, don't judge me. This pandemic just started and I'm bored as hell in the house. My job laid me off, my school is online, and my roommates stay to themselves. So if you want to come over, smoke me out, I'ma let him. Who is texting me this late at night? I know this nigga did not just text me.
Hey Sierra, just letting you know I tested positive for chlamydia, so you should go get checked too.
What? Chlamydia? Wait, so he ghosted me, then hits me up 3 months later? What the fuck are you talking about?
Excuse me? Chlamydia? Gross. This nigga had the audacity to text me this 3 months after we stopped fucking with each other, as if I still be hitting his line or something. Fuck out of here. Like, I mean, I did let him hit it raw, like maybe 2-3 times, you know, but of course I got checked afterwards. He was cool. He was cute. And he really knew what he was doing. But never again. Blocked. Y'all know what ED is? Alright, so boom. This what happened. Y'all remember Podcast Guy, right? So me and him was vibing, all good vibes. He came over a couple times. First time he came over, he asked me if I wanted to do his podcast. So I'm like, cool, do his little podcast. Afterwards, we smoke a little bit. I did his hair. He ended up leaving mad late. And like, you know the vibes of somebody feeling you. I could tell he was feeling me, but I'm not gonna press it too much. Next time he came over, he asked me if I could do his hair again. And you know how niggas are when they want you to do their hair. They try to slide their way into some pussy. But I know the vibe, so whatever. He come over, I do his hair, and then he starts talking about he wants to watch a movie. And he's like, oh, my back is hurting because I was working out, blah, 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 blah. And he asked me for a massage, if I can give him a massage. So I'm like, okay, give him a massage. So I get on top of him, start giving him a massage. And then he asked me if I want a massage. And you know how that goes. In my head, I'm getting excited. But I'm like, play it cool here. So I say, yeah. All of a sudden, I feel his big, juicy lips give me kisses on my back. Oh my gosh. So this man was a poet. His words are so smooth. He made music too, just like the rest of these niggas. He showed me his unreleased music, felt kind of special. Everything was good until, so we would start getting into it, right? Doing our thing. Start off with a little touching, little massage, stuff like that. He was trying to kiss all on me, like, I don't know. You know how niggas, they don't want to kiss a girl if that's not they shorty for real? Like, that's how I was kind of feeling. But I let him kiss me or whatever. Gave me head. The whole experience was good. We were doing different positions, good vibes. Then all of a sudden, when it's time for me to get on top, it just go down. After like 10-15 minutes, I was just like, alright, it's time. Like, started putting my clothes on, whatever. I was impressed. Next time he comes over, it happens again. Now, this is just a one-time thing. Cool. But it's like every time we trying to get into it, it happens. So I was talking to my friends about it, and they were like, oh, maybe it's because y'all smoke, whatever. Now, I've smoked with niggas before. This shit has never happened. But I was just like, okay, maybe that's the reason. So he ends up coming over for like the third time. Happens again. So then I just started putting my clothes on. He ends up spending the night. I didn't even know he was going to spend the night, but I was just like, whatever. So he just spends the night. Then in the morning, you know how niggas get morning wood and everything, like, I'm feeling him. So I'm like, alright, we're about to do it again. That's what it feels like. But it took a minute. Like he was still asleep or whatever. So, wake up in the morning. He started giving me head, right? So he gave me head for mad long. So I'm thinking like the head is cool and all, but like, why is you down there for like a whole hour? Like, come on, like, what are you doing? And then I'm starting to think like it's probably happening again. So he's giving me head, and then he even noticed like he's giving me head for that long. So he starts to like say something, and then I guess he could tell like maybe my body language is just like, alright, like we don't have to do this. Like you could, like we don't have to do this, And then so he tried to give me head again. So give me head again. I'm like, okay, let's go with vibes or whatever. But sorry, So then once he realized it wasn't coming up, he really started getting in his feelings, and like I'm just literally sitting there because like he's cool and all, but I don't have no feelings for him. I don't like him like that. So he's just like sitting there like on my bed, just like telling me how much like I make him so nervous. and like he just really likes me, and like this has never happened. Like he told me that the last time this has happened was when he was 19. Y'all, this man was 29. So you're telling me in 10 years this problem has never happened? Boy, do I look dumb? Like, you know, it just wasn't giving anymore. Like at first it was like cool when he would come over, we smoke, whatever. Mind you, it's the very beginning of the pandemic, so like my school is online at this point, my job laid me off, I'm bored, so I'm just like, when he want to come over and smoke me out, I'm gonna let him, you know. But then this stuff happened, and like the kicker, he wanted to like please me so bad that he took out his phone and started watching porn to like get himself going. All I hear is straight clapping. I'm like, yo, like this, am I being punked right now? Like, nah, it's OD at this point. So after, you know, he just spilling his heart out to me, telling me like I make him so nervous, tell me this really long story, you know. We just kind of like called it truce, and I was just like, you know, he just left. I went about my day, he went about his day. So maybe like the next week or like the next week or two or whatever, he had hit me up to try to link me again. Now at this point, this is 3 failed missions. So I'm like, nah, like I'm good. So I'm thinking in my head, like, I don't want to be mean and just dub it. But then I'm like, let me think of a way to get out of it. So mind you, I told you he plays music. So he had just dropped his album. So I'm listening to the music, right? It's one song. You know, I'm used to listening to music about niggas that's like, oh, bitches and hoes, blah, blah, blah. But if it's a nigga that I fuck with, like, I don't want him to say none of that, because, you know, I'm a feminist. You know, I can't be out here with a nigga that's talking about, yeah, this bitch, da, da, da. Like, no, that's not for me. So, one of the songs, he's like, oh, after I hit on Ghost. He said something like that. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm just listening to the song, and he talking about bitches, hoes, like he really going in on women. And so I'm just like, nah, this is my escape. This is my escape right here. So basically what I did was, I was already about to go home anyway, because like I said, pandemic, so I was already about to go home. So I just told him, like, I had sent him the song back to him. It was like, oh, is this what you think? And he's just like, oh, did you listen to the whole album? So I'm like, oh, okay, you got me. So I'm like, maybe it's like a story, you know, maybe it's like a storyline, like maybe it's his life, he went through something with women, but now he's like a chain. Like, nah, listen to the whole album. He basically just got free views off of me, because the album didn't say nothing like, it was nothing like saying like trying to save itself or anything. So I text him back and I'm like, yes, I did. And then he's like, oh, what did you think? And I'm like, no, back to what happened. What is this song? Like, you really talking about women like crazy, you know? So basically that was like my way. I was just like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't like link this week, you know. And he tried to like apologize and stuff, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. And that was my way out. Sorry, not sorry.